As well as Frank Casella, CEO of DTC.
All right, what's going on, y'all? I thought I'd make this video tonight because this is something that definitely jumps out. Now, when this Sean Combs trial has started and things of that nature, that it may have been speculated that this trial was probably going to last for like 2 years. Well, we may be getting back to doing that. And let me explain something here. This came down, I saw it off Ticket TV about 9 hours ago. Today's actually the 13th. It's a little bit after 2 in the morning. And this came out yesterday, the 12th, around 4 o'clock in the afternoon, okay? 7 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, more accurately, okay? Probably now it'll be 5 o'clock in the morning Eastern Standard Time, okay? Had something warming up there, excuse me. But this may be something that might last longer than what it is. So, speaking of which, I want to talk about JayZ here, Sean Carter, because this man and Diddy has been accused S-A of a man. I mean, this is really, really bad. Now, this man actually had filed a complaint with the federal courts earlier this year. It was stamped and all that, okay? Time stamped, and it was stamped for it to be presented in court, okay? But not only the S-A, but, GURG distribution and so forth. So let me explain to you from what I learned from Ticket TV. This man, Dr. Mendoza, and I spoke on that man, but you didn't know his name. If you remember, or if you've been keeping up with these parties and things of that nature, where there was a man that was DURG at a party down there in Star Island in New York, and it was Gloria Estefan there. LeBron James was there, and walked past the man and said, "Get him, somebody need to get him an ambulance or get a doctor." Well, this is this Dr. Mendoza guy. Okay. And he actually, once again, the complaint had talked about he was S-A. Now, he went into detail of this happening in September 2015 or late summer 2015. Okay. That Brendan Paul, we spoke on him. His name is also in this. And while it's on my mind, Christian Combs is in on this, okay? And these guys' names are going to be in this complaint. And he is asking for an immediate discovery hearing so they can try to get a new trial, like as soon as possible. But anyway, according to the complaint, it talked about like a DURG deal that Brendan Paul was supposed to have done and so forth, that had the C word, the type of, substance, and then meth. All right, if you know what that is. Two substances, and it was alleged, and once again, and this everything's alleged or guilty until innocent until proven guilty. Again, it is alleged of 2 kilos of that white stuff, I'd say, that C word type stuff, okay, that Brendan Paul allegedly had. He talks about a bike that Brendan Paul had that he had, rolled around or whatever for personal use or to do his, runs and all that. He also described this doctor, right? These 2 piercings that he had in his chin, and they were brand new piercings and all that, okay? And they were tender from the holes, and they were done illegally, okay? And once again, that it was this DURG deal between Brendan Paul, and he was distributing this stuff to Diddy, and I guess JayZ there apparently was there, and this doctor was there, okay? So, on top of that, he mentions that I don't know what all happened or whatever, if these guys got stoned or what. But according to the complaint, the doctor says that these guys that took like this rubber type of glove type fist and violated this man. And Brendan Paul had witnessed this. Yes, indeed. Okay. So this is something that's really, really bad. Okay. Once again, that this was something that was filed in the courts and all that. And for whatever reason, the courts rejected this information. Okay. According to the complaint. And Brendan Paul, yeah, he did do his testimony, but he did it in a way to suppress information to save Diddy from getting a RICO case, okay? More than likely for this DURG distribution, okay? Where he basically said that Mr. Paul, that is, said that it was for personal use and it was actually distro, okay? To save Diddy's ass from getting charged for like either conspiracy or distro. All right. So that's what he's claiming. All right. That Brendan Paul had lied. So basically, it was perjury according to the complaint from this doctor and all that. So you got Diddy and JayZ, okay, S-A. Then you have Diddy with the distro conspiracy. And then you got Brendan Paul. And once again, Christian Combs, because apparently Brendan Paul was found through Instagram. So it must have been Christian Combs that found the guy, okay, that they're calling that young man out. It was a couple of other guys. I can't think of the name, but that if this is something that falls through and he's able to get the hearing based on the discovery, they're going to have to bring all these guys in. And Diddy has his sentencing on October 3rd, and it may be something to where the FBI may decide they want to open up a brand new trial. And once again, to have Brendan Paul now, he'd already testified. So the things that now, I guess, if he testified again and it doesn't corroborate what he said, obviously, during the Diddy trial, this guy's going to get locked up for perjury. Okay? Because any witnesses or anybody, that nature, anybody who worked with Diddy that testified that they're under immunity, meaning that if they have to come back off a new trial, then if they get called to come, they have to come. Okay? And they have to come, or they will be in violation of their immunity agreement. So they will have to participate in court. And, it's a thing that they don't get caught lying in court because there's perjury on top of that. So, man, this is really, really bad for Diddy, and they're looking at least 10 to 20 years. Now, about JayZ, okay, because this is his second allegation or whatever of an S-A of that girl along with Diddy that happened in 2003. That case is still not dropped. And now this of a doctor or whatever, okay, with both JayZ and Diddy. And he's got these fraternity cases and things like that. Also dubious business practices. I spoke on all that stuff. You can pull all that stuff or whatever. The thing with his alleged son and then his daughter that I guess she discovered JayZ was the father on Ancestry. And then the other daughter that he's taking care of in Maryland and all that. Okay. And then these cases here with these S-A cases. And again, with these scam cases with Square and then with Nicki Minaj with that other company, so he could be looking at some major time for RICO and things of that nature. You know what I'm saying? These things are really, really catching up with JayZ. The chickens are definitely coming home to roost. So that's that. And this is something that could either be approved or disapproved any minute now, okay, with this S-A case. So, hey, let me know what you think about the video. You know what I'm saying? This just comes from like nowhere. All right. Once again, like, share, subscribe, Cash App, $Winston Bobby.